Hi guys, it's Bianca and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I get my everyday 10 to 15 minute makeup routine. Now this is something that I do on a daily basis when I want to run some errands or go to the shop or if I'm catching up with people. This is a look that makes me feel nice and beautiful and put together. And it's nothing too harsh or dramatic, so it's something really easy to recreate. Now I do love on a daily basis to use products that enhance my skin and make me glow because I feel like they're not too heavy on the skin as well. So I really hope you do enjoy this tutorial, and by no means is this me telling you this is the amount of product you should use on your face because everyone is different. And now on a daily basis when I'm home, I don't even wear makeup. This is just something that I do when I want to go out. So I think it's really important to feel confident when you go out or just when you want to feel good. So I feel like just putting in 10 to 15 minutes every single morning, if it's going to make you feel like that, then go ahead and wear this. Now I am going out later on, so I thought this was the perfect opportunity to create this look for you, and you'll see that it takes me no time at all. It's just products that are going to enhance your face and your features, and I really hope you do enjoy this. So without further ado, let's get started. So to start, I'm going to prime my skin, and for this I'm going to be using the NYX Angel Veil Skin Perfecting Primer. And then for my foundation, I'm going to be using the NARS She Glow Foundation in Barcelona. And then I'm just going to be blending that in with my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. Now, as you can see, my forehead's lighter than the foundation color. That's because I'm self-tanned at the moment. So always make sure that when you're picking a foundation, you match it to your neck and your chest area. So as you blend, it matches. To then conceal and highlight the center of my face, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is in number 10. This is the light shade. So I'm going to draw some lines underneath my eyes first, in the center of my forehead and on my chin. And then going back in with my sponge and blending that all out. To set all the places we put our concealer down, I'm going to use the Kat Von D Lock-It Translucent Powder. For an everyday look, I don't want to have too much powder underneath my eyes, so I'm just using the tiniest bit, and I'm going to press this into the skin so it all dissolves. I'm not going to bake, and just pressing it into your skin leaves your face with that airbrush look. And I'm going to set in between my eyebrows and my chin as well. Now for me, the most important part when I powder is my chin, because throughout the day when I eat and drink, I feel like that's the area that gets touched and messed around the most. So by just pressing this powder in, it ensures that the concealer and the foundation is locked in all day. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the Rimmel London Clear Complexion Radiant Face Powder. This is the transparent one, so it's not going to alter the foundation shade at all. So taking that on a big fluffy brush, I'm just going to press this into my skin. To fill in my eyebrows, I'm going to be using the Benefit Precisely My Brow. This is in number 5. So I'm going to start with the spoolie and I'm going to brush all the hairs up just to give them that hairy effect. For the front of my brow, I'm just going to do really light upwards motion. This is just going to mimic some hairs, and it's going to make it more, like it's going to make it look more natural for the daytime. I don't want like that harsh blocky brow, so this is the perfect crown for that because it just gives your eyebrow that fullness at the front without making it look too dramatic. And I'm just going to go through my brows and just fill in the bottom part and just the top arch where I have some sparse areas. And then to lock my brows in place all day, I'm going to be taking the Benefit Gimme Brow in number 5, and I'm just going to be brushing my eyebrow hairs upwards, and this is just going to cover the hairs and coat them a bit darker, and it's going to remove any of that powder that went through it. To bronze my face, I'm going to be using this palette that I've been obsessed with lately. Now, it's the new Model's Own Sculpt and Glow palette. Now, like, it's all fading because you can see how much I've been using it, but this is such an affordable product and the shades in here are so pigmented and blendable, and this has just been a palette that I've been reaching for so much. So I'm going to be starting with the bronzer, which is the Sculpt color. For my highlighter base, I'm going to be using this new one from MECCA Cosmetica. These are the Lit From Within Radiance Drops. And then I'm going to press this into my cheekbones. I'm going to take some on the tip of my nose as well, and just on the bridge in between my brows. For that everyday glow, I'm going to be using the Dose of Colors Fuego highlighter. This is the collaboration with DesiXKaty here on YouTube, and this is just a really nice, beautiful gold champagne color. So I'm going to apply this on all the areas where we applied that cream highlighter just to enhance it even more. I think for an everyday look, highlighter is a really beautiful product to use in your routine, because as you go through the day and the sun hits your face, you're just gonna get that really nice dewy look to your skin. And because we're not applying lots of like eye makeup and liner and lipstick, I think that the highlighter is such a nice alternative to looking heavy. It just makes you look really nice and glowy and fresh, and it makes you look nice and awake as well. Then on a pencil brush, I'm just gonna apply that same highlighter into my inner corners and under my brow bone. To give some definition to my eyes, I'm going to be just using a few really light warm tones, nothing too harsh. I'm just going to define the socket. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to be starting off with the shade Raw Sienna. So just on an eyeshadow blending brush, something that's really nice and fluffy, I'm going to pick up some of this eyeshadow and just use a back and forth motion and buff this through my upper crease. I'm also then gonna buff this in my lower lash line and connect it up to the crease. Now personally for me, I like to extend the outer corners of my eyes. Because my eyes are so big, I don't want them to look as round. So what I do is I get a really dark eyeshadow and we're going to create a winged liner, but we're only going to bring it out and then just drag it to the outer V of our eye. We're not going to draw it all the way in. So I'm just going to be using Cyprus Umber, again from the Modern Renaissance palette. Lightly, I'm going to start at my lower lash line and I'm going to draw a line upwards to the end of my brow. Just like that. And then I'm gonna pull that liner back in just so it hits the lash line. I'm gonna go back to my face because I forgot my blush. So I'm just gonna be using the Benefit Galifornia blush, which is a really beautiful pinky orange, like corally shimmery blush shade. And I think blush is such a beautiful product to use as well, because it just gives your face that flush, like you're like laughing or really like healthy for the day, and this just gives your face that really beautiful glowy effect. To finish off the eyes, I'm just going to apply a coat of the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. Now I have eyelash extensions on my upper lashes, as you can see, so I just need to apply the tiniest bit on my lower lashes just to give them some length. And to complete this makeup look, we just got to finish off the lip. So I'm going to be using the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil. This is in Naked. So just starting at the top, I'm going to draw around the Cupid's bow. And then filling my bottom lip. And then to top the lip liner, I'm going to be using the NYX Butter Gloss in Madeline, which is just a really light neutral brown lip gloss, really. I'm just going to apply this. And then lastly, to hydrate the skin and to melt all the products in, I'm going to be using the BADESCU Rose Water Spray. Now I have less than like a centimeter left because this is so good. I just find it really nourishing for the skin, and all the powders melt in and don't make me feel powdery and cakey for the day. So I'm just going to try and like pump some of this onto my face with what's left. And then what I like to do is go back in with my sponge and just softly pat over that. And it's gonna melt all the products together. So this brings us to the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed my everyday quick makeup routine. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe down there, just so my video reaches more people, and I would love to know what other videos you'd like to see in the future. Bye guys.